I was talking to him.
What?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been in the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that and help drive them down the field.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Moore. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this to about the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the stop that time, it was Josey Jewell. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. But
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him off complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game. They certainly don't want to be on the field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone as it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Ward on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. And so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in his first quarter alone. And also a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Nothing like understand where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
No, it's blue. Blue.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead
here
in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, the ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Wait, what? Did it actually echo?
They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Off play action. Ward going down the middle, and it's complete. The end result, 21 yards.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's a quick throw right side. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are able to stretch out their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do? When we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's great.
Can you hear me, guys? Love you. I'm coming upstairs anyway.
Down.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And Jones will go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun, Norton. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 7.
To throw on 2nd down, Norton. And that's going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A gain of 9 yards.
Mom's here. Bye, Dad. Love you.
Pass incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin.
And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Norton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Voyagers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's McLaughlin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, McLaughlin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Looking to throw. Norton. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, Norton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Gregory Rousseau
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Toronto's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Norton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off the play fake. Norton. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Norton. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
On a slant, here's Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Norton. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Here we go. Opposite. 3, Smith, red.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
2nd and 6.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And now out comes Houston.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Marvin Mims.
48 yards.
And the Oilers are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards.
And the Oilers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
I can't help it, partner. You know me. When I see a punt return for a touchdown, my excitement really jumps up a few levels. And now I think it's got to be decision time because we are in the 4th quarter. Go for 2 or just kick the PAT.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Houston set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Norton. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, McLaughlin. Oh, look at the juke. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's McLaughlin. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Norton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Norton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Norton. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to throw. Norton. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. David Njoku from 10 yards out.
And the Oilers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 5, 2:25 remaining. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he comes back with one complete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks' towering wide receiver. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns on top of triple digits receiving. It's the Shamrocks and the Blues, and it comes your way next.
Now from...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They're going to look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 73 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jordan Davis. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make it 6-0. So the scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Shreds the tackle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dye, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here's Charbonnet once again.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A run now with Charbonnet.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jamien Sherwood there to make the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Canton offense takes over once again.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dive. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dive.
Down to about the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded at the 27.
Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6. On the toss to Charbonnet.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And on now is the punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.